Hello everyone, it's Jessica Schab here, and I'm still in Bali, Indonesia, and I'm out taking the monkeys for a walk. They trust me now a lot. It takes a little bit in the beginning to build a relationship with the monkeys. You need to put the time in, and well, they're absolutely majestic creatures, so I've really enjoyed getting to build a relationship with them. And yeah, we're out in a rice field right now. Let me make sure they're both by me and they don't unhook. They're very clever at escaping all the time. And I've had to learn how to catch them as well, which is a little difficult because I kind of rejoice when they get to enjoy a bit of their freedom for a bit, mainly because their space is being renovated, and it's just safer for them to stay in this area, kind of a thing, until they will be able to have a bit more space, to have more freedom, kind of a thing. So rather than taking a dog for a walk, I'm taking my monkeys for a walk. Okay, are you swimming in the... Yes. So this one with the mohawk, can you see? Ooh! Hey! Ooh! Okay, I'm getting tangled here. I was gonna try to make a talk about one of my videos. Consciousness is the new sexy. Speaking of sexy, this is Snuff. Snuff likes to act like a baby and cuddle in your arms, right? Won't you? Hello. Absolutely sweet, endearing monkeys. I really like how they play with the dog and pull its tail and then jump on my back and act all innocent, like they didn't do anything. Right? Right? Do you act all innocent? You're gonna get some fruit after this. Just look at this face. Look at this face. How do you think they see the world? What do you think they have to tell us about ourselves and what it means to be human and what it means to be responsible? Okay. So, Cosmo, my other darling. Alright. I'm gonna attempt to do this while being distracted by my ladies. They're both girls. They're my friend Sasha's at his villa here in Bali. What do you guys have to say about sexy? Consciousness is the new sexy. Basically, it's about, I don't know, I think most of you guys are like me, where you're just tired of seeing stupidity, patronization, thoughtlessness, being sold to people as sexy, and just disconnecting us from what really is. Being in touch. I don't want to say with the femme goddess or anything, because it's also kind of cliche. I mean, it's exemplified when a girl is soft. And in this life, it's very challenging. I make it one of my main goals for this existence to, as far as being a girl and not letting life, or even as for people who, for guys out there, to not let life make you jaded and cynical. To be okay to be vulnerable and soft and sensitive in life, and not feel shame for different emotions or the kaleidoscope of our being. Being able to not sell out even energetically as well. Okay, let's see. What else? Snuff, can you help me out? Help me remember some things? Are you short for snuffleupagus? I think that's what it's short for. Let's see here. Where should we go, ladies? Point me in the way. You know this area better than me. Make sure you find all the... Sorry. I almost stepped on Cosmo. I'm sorry, Cosmo. I'm sorry. I don't have too much of a leash to work with, unfortunately. She understands. She knows I would never purposely harm her. I'm going to try to actually sit down somewhere with her. She's a little nervous right now. Darling, did you find a bug? Well, this is extremely important. We'll have to stay put for that. Okay, so a lot of you guys have noticed in my videos that I've gone a bit more sexy, and that's mainly because in the beginning of my videos, I have an audience, Balinese in the field, working the rice. Mainly because my early videos were quite conservative. I really was not too keen on getting the attention of, in that way. I just really wanted people to focus on the message, but yeah, it happened regardless, and so I decided now that I'm almost 30, and I'm single, that I would just, most of the time, because I've also been a tomboy as well, I've been quite conservative, and I would enjoy a bit more being a girl. I mean, there's a fine line. Doesn't mean you need to be to show too much off or give out kind of to which women are too scantily clad and are just, you know, not respecting what it means to be a woman, and also being able to keep a secret. Oh! My dress is going to be destroyed after this video. Thank you. Thank you for soaking my dress. That's what I was needing. Oh, Snuff, you're such a little baby. She just likes to sit like this. Sexy is being able to hold your energy mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and even a connection with that on the opposite sex as well, particularly the heart as well. The synergy of your energy as well. I've gotten a couple letters from girls seeking advice about guys out there, you know who you are, who are trying to tell girls that only if you put out or sleep around are considered spiritual, because apparently on some of the other planets they like to do that, and I think each to their own. However, ooh, you should not ever push your ideas or ways on other people. It is not integral or respectful, and if you are really, really spiritual, if you really understand what that means, darling, my camera's a little loopy, sorry. It means that you cannot get away with things like that. Even myself, I mean, sometimes we like to be able to fit in and be able to do those things, but you just can't. I mean, it's just after a while, it's not even there. It just doesn't seem fulfilling at all, and feels like self-robbery. So that's how it's always been for me. It's not about, after a while, being integral just is natural kind of a thing. It's not like, oh, I can't do it because I'm not allowed to. That's how it started, but then it just becomes like it just doesn't jive with your kind of energy or way of being. I had a monkey mustache with their tail. And, whoop, careful. Okay, hold on a second, I have to untangle them. So, the monkeys have peed on me not once, not twice, but thrice times. And from what I've seen from observing monkeys, they only pee on people who they seem to love and respect the most. So, thanks guys, I'm honored. Yeah. All the different ways we've expressed affection and appreciation, and I never saw that anywhere in the 5 languages of love. Excuse me, are you gonna moon everybody with your little monkey bum? Ah, okay, tangled up again, 1 second. Okay, fine, be like that. Anyway, what else? I was gonna say some things about just... Okay, if you are gonna jump off me, be considerate of where your reins are. It's quite beautiful here, being out with the monkeys. Tranquil. Looking for bugs. That's the way you get to, if you want to bond with a monkey, you have to pick bugs off of them. You have to do it long enough and it's acceptable and believable enough, so you have to act like you're eating something from their fur. And yeah, that gets them in good graces. You gotta untangle yourself or break the branch and jump back on me. Really? There's bugs in my hair? I thought you got them all. What you chewing on? Can you guys see? I can't see. Sounds like a branch. Beautiful cows. So peaceful here. Out in nature in the rice fields. No one knows where I am. Gotta start feeding. Our souls have been lost to the millions with lots who feed on addiction, selling pills and what's hot. And I wish I could save her from all the illusions. I am now officially Jungle Jane. Of Indonesia. How do I get up here without slipping and falling on my monkeys? Crap. Okay. Okay. And keep going. Are you itching your bum? Can I just see those beautiful eyes? Can the world see your gorgeous eyes? Hello, hi. It's Jessica Schab here in Bali, Indonesia. And I'm just doing a little quick intro to the next video that you're going to watch with me and Jessica Shackleton, Shabby Shack Shamanista show, calling it Consciousness is the New Sexy. Some people might have been bringing to my attention that my videos have become a bit more sexy. And yeah, it's true. In the beginning, when I first started making videos, I really did not want the videos to be about what I look like. I just wanted it to be more about the message. But as much as I tried to do that, it didn't work. I still got those kind of comments and attention. So I decided, you know, as we're getting closer to the time of the real excitement, let's just say, I thought, you know, I mean, I had some of the ideas as well before where if I was going to look like this, then I might as well use everything we got towards consciousness, and that was expressed in the example of one of my videos where I made a shirt that said, if you think my tits are huge, you should check out the size of my heart, and the male version as well. And I mean, it's not really even, it's just to kind of, if people are looking at us in that way, then we might as well enlighten them while they're there, is what I'm thinking we could. I see, you know, because ignorance and thoughtlessness they use as sexiness all the time, so why not towards consciousness? And just to, and I see more and more people are starting to do that as well, just to even promote it as the latest, most cool thing to do and be is conscious. where I really want to get to the point where everything that is not, you know, patronizing and just feeding ignorance is absolutely not cool at all. And yeah, I want you also to meet, hey Cosmo, hey! Speaking of sexy, here's Cosmo, my friend, little monkey girl, who is likes to, if you guys are wondering who did my hair, that would be Miss Cosmo here. Do you want to say hello to everybody? Oh, did you undo your leash? She did. I had to catch her again. One time she got loose and it was so funny watching her outfox everybody. Outmonkey everybody. Even when she has climbed a tree and they had one of the staff climbing the tree after her and another up a wall for her. Cosmo, my darling, you looking for bugs? Every morning I come here with her and she picks bugs out of my hair and I pick bugs out of her hair, and it's absolutely magical and sexy. And anyway, where else was I going with this? Where else? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, there are, I have people write me about all kinds of different scenarios and situations, and quite a few girls that are talking about men using spirituality and cosmology, I guess, even on a starseed nature of beings on other worlds existing with multiple partners. And if you don't have multiple partners and you aren't sleeping around, then you're not considered spiritual, actually, is what these guys are telling girls now. And I'm sure some of you the girls watching, have seen guys that have tried to pitch this to them, and probably other guys too have recognized this as well. Now, what I want to say is it's not that, I mean, each to their own, okay? If that's the case on other planets, okay. But, I mean, doesn't mean you should force your way on other people. And I find that this happens a lot, even in the spiritual realm, which is an absolute turn-off. I think that this is really respecting people where they're coming from, and if it feels right, and if they jive on that level. There's just so many other factors to consider to jive onto. It's also the fact that, you know, it's a mental and emotional and a physical and a spiritual synergy that has to take place. And I mean, when we're considering the idea of sex and spirituality, if you are conscious, people can promote it in a way like to use it for their own agenda, but if you really, really understand spirituality the way I understand it, it doesn't let you get away with things that aren't integral or using people. It will really pretty much kick your butt. So it's about respecting people, and if it's meant to be, if it synergizes in that way, then it just kind of works. Another thing about being a bit more sexy in my videos is because being conservative for most of my life, I just thought, you know, we're women, we should enjoy our youth and our being a flower. Women are like flowers, beautiful flowers in bloom. We don't really, you know, put burqas over the flowers. So, yeah, for the rest of my life I'm going to enjoy being a woman and more feminine rather than being such a tomboy, and step into that power, but never use it for anything that, again, is not integral as well, because we have a responsibility in that way. What else do I want to say? Let's see here. Crap, I've got to go catch Cosmo too. Oh, with her. And actually, when the rest of it comes to me, which it usually comes to me when I'm not on the spot, kind of like the Warner Brothers singing frog, I feel like, then yes. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. A bit more of a follow-up towards the video that you're about to see. Consciousness is the new sexy. Yeah, I'm still in Bali. It's just beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to talk about also just being confident in your fears as well, because there are fears with the attention that we get as well when we are comfortable, but also not vulgar or scantily clad as well, having respect for ourselves and our secret. Let's see here. So having enough confidence in your fears as well to be able to face it should things come up. For example, if a girl is worried about, we're constantly being told you can't fully embrace being a woman because of this danger and that danger. For example, being attacked, say walking down the street. When I was working at an animation studio in Vancouver, BC, back down memory lane, it was very dangerous, the area that we worked on, the street, and it was something that a lot of people really would not walk alone at all, because you most likely would be jumped. Everybody gets jumped, and I knew about this, but I wasn't afraid. And so I always walked down that street, and when I saw people who I felt didn't have the best intentions, I just started to sing really loud, off-key, to be crazier than the crazy, to the point that they would walk on the other side of the street to avoid me and get away from me. Also, things where, again, having control in your fears, not letting, reminding yourself that in the moment you can change it, with being able to stay in your power, just no matter how it looks. For example, if you are in a situation where you think you might be raped, what I tend to do is just there's a certain kind of martial arts moves I like to talk about, where if you put enough pressure in a certain part of a man's chest, it will make them be impotent for quite a few months. And trust me, they really don't want to find out whether that is true or not. So that's some strategies and tools that you guys can use as well. Not getting into the fight or the anger or the flight mode, but just letting your wit come through. There is a whole bunch of amazing information and knowledge that is in you, these abilities that you have, that should you be in that situation, you will know what you need to do, and no one will harm you. Just remember that this is all a dream, that none of this is real, and sooner or later we have to take responsibility and step into our power in this hologram. And this is what consciousness being the new sexy is really all about to me, where we are now promoting ourselves in a conscious way, consciousness taking over the world in every form and modality here on this planet, spreading out through the universe as well. My website, there's a picture of the Earth with its auric field, because everything to me is a micro of a macro. That the aura also has a sum total of its own color, energy, matrix, fingerprint signature. That is emanating out to the universe as well. So we always got to ask ourselves, what kind of messages are we sending out to the universe as well? What kind of manifestation invitations are we making as well? So in that case, being even more at this point where we are in so close to 2012. And so many of us were so tending to be afraid, thinking that, it's the end. And in my videos, I always talk about that this is not the end. This is the end to an old way of living, being, thinking, and doing. So to a lot of people who don't have an imagination, can see life beyond the matrix, beyond the prisons and the confines. That is, even within our education system, they've been working so hard to prevent us from connecting with the power of our imagination and the abilities that lie there. So that is a liberating factor that's coming into play too. It's not our end, actually, it's their end. So be comforted in that, and know, like, for me personally, I've known that because when I saw everybody talking about 2012 and the kind of hype and information that was going on with it. It just seemed like something that was unnecessary fear all the time. And so I decided to use those topics as much as I could. But I'm kind of glad that I don't have to talk about that or use that anymore. I just wanted to steer the attention towards something, a new perspective, a new thought on it. Hey guys, check out this kind of a thing. Towards solutions again, and towards our soul technology that we are, because I always refer to our technology that we have today, my computer, cameras, phones, all these things are training wheels for what we can do on our own. So sooner or later, these training wheels have to come off. So be it that maybe we suddenly are disconnected from our technology for a bit, and maybe we see that as the end because we're so dependent on it. But again, this is what is needed in order for us to realize that a phone or Wi-Fi is things that mystics are doing all the time. Telepathy, sending pictures and videos to each other, dialing in on each other, thinking of each other, and suddenly downloading all kinds of information. So, think about that, guys. How is it people don't believe in mystics and their abilities, yet they believe in their computer and their Wi-Fi? It's the exact same thing, and it only exists, it only works that way because of us and who we really are. I mean, even when I converse with let's say the Palladians, for example, when I was talking with them, and I was referring to how advanced they are compared to us, and all the amazing things that they can do, and oh, one day it'll be so great to do what you do as well. And the rooster is giving his 2 cents as well right now. They're everywhere here in Bali. But anyway, they are saying, shoot, rooster, it's all your fault. I have to play it again to remember. This is why I write down. One sec, I'll be right back. It would be so great to do what you do. And her response was, actually, we need technology to be able to do the things that we do. But you guys don't need the technology. You guys don't need the UFOs and the spaceships. You are the freaking UFO and spaceship. And that's definitely something to digest and ponder again. Always thinking in different ways, challenging your patterns and why you think like this, where it just almost like a little kid going, why? Well, why? To get down to the root of it, to get to where did this come from? Our thoughts, our ideas, is this mine or is this someone else's? Or is it a subconscious broadcast because we are like radio stations and being set to tune into a certain frequency, as opposed to all the other frequencies that are out there that we can tap into? So just, I mean, that's again what my soul archaeology is about, is pushing people to go within, to sift and dig around, travel through the stars in their mind, the universe in their mind. In the astral travel video, I talk about, astral travel, the concept of it is your spirit leaving your body, but you can also do things where your spirit shrinks to be very, very small and goes inside your body and travels inside the realms, the atoms, and all the amazing things, the micro, just, how do I explain it? Just, you know what I mean anyway. Going in and exploring all that is you and what you're made of, your sum total of your being. And also going into your heart and knowing that there is a well, something of a white light liquid kind of a thing that is your infinite source. So there's no reason at all to drain other people or be a psychic vampire or dependent of other people for love or attention or energy or all these things. It's just a realization that we are looking outside for that source that we forgot what we have inside, and how we can just, if we were to tap in on that, we wouldn't get tired, we wouldn't feel drained, and all those things. So again, I could give you a whole bunch of homework of little things to do within your body to find out about the neat little treasures that are going on, and but I will send it to you guys telepathically, and you guys can tell me about it later. Anyway, it was great talking with you guys again. I really miss you guys. Thank you for being so patient. Bali does not have the best internet connection a lot of the time, so I've had to practice the ancient art of patience. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's been wonderful. It's been an amazing wild ride. And terima kasih. Anyway, with 2012, it's great to know that it's finally almost done, and out with the old, in with the new, that we can move into creating a very different paradigm. And EO is just a few blocks away, yet he still decides to Skype me while I'm making a video. We'll do one with him very soon. We did one with what's the word? I always get it wrong in the video. It's quite embarrassing, and then right after the video is done, I say it perfectly. It's just because I'm being recorded. Synesthete. Synesthetic. People who merge their never mind. Terrible. It's just like, I feel like I'm the Warner Brothers singing frog sometimes, I swear. Anyway.